Ladies and gentlemen, this is your review for Monday Night Raw on Monday, April 5th, 2021. I am Joseph Conlon here tonight for the Raw review. WrestleMania week started off today already on the Big Fight Field channel with preview and predictions for NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver with Cameron Johnson. I just want to promote it right off the bat. Since really nothing important happened tonight. If you guys have not already, be sure to check out the preview and predictions for TakeOver Stand and Deliver with myself and Cameron Johnson. That is available now on the Big Fight Field channel. If you guys haven't, go check that out. And I would appreciate if you guys want to go check out the preview and predictions for TakeOver Stand and Deliver with myself and Cameron Johnson. So I just want to say that, start off the review. And honestly, for anybody who decided to watch the finals of the March Madness tournament between Baylor and Gonzaga, if you decided to watch MLB baseball, which has started up, you missed nothing. You missed absolutely nothing on this go-home show to Sunday's this weekend's WrestleMania. You missed nothing besides maybe a match change. You missed nothing besides one thing, which was the Bad Bunny segment. You missed nothing besides that. So we'll talk about it tonight on the channel. Again, I thank you guys for joining me. Like I said, if you haven't already, be sure to check out the TakeOver Stand and Deliver preview and predictions with myself and Cameron Johnson. And for WrestleMania preview and predictions, I'm going to have the Blue Riot, a.k.a. my friend Colton, on the Big Fight Field channel. And thinking about it, I think I'm going to have it up for you guys tomorrow. I will update you tomorrow on Twitter when I'm going to have it up or not. But for right now, I think I'm going to have it up for you guys by tomorrow. I will definitely let you know over on Twitter. So that's for WrestleMania preview predictions. Let's dive into tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw, where Drew McIntyre was the first one out. And right off the bat, Tom Phillips confirmed that this would be the main event, night one of WrestleMania. So there you go. The main event of night one's WrestleMania is going to be Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship. Now, a lot of people, like myself, had said Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair should main event for SmackDown Women's Championship. But at this point, so close to WrestleMania, I really don't care. I really don't care at this point what match main events night one and what match opens, whatever. I just hope at the end of the day we get a good WrestleMania. That's all I'm asking for. I just want good 2 nights of WrestleMania with your first show having fans back, 25,000. It's your biggest show of the year. All I'm asking for is a good WrestleMania for night one and night two. So I don't care what main events. But obviously, I'm not saying I want Braun Strowman and Shane McMahon to main event, but I'll take Lashley and Drew McIntyre and then the Universal title to main event WrestleMania on both nights. So that's basically what we got out of this. McIntyre cut a promo on Lashley, and then Lashley came out. It was like, you might not even make it to WrestleMania if King Corbin takes you out tonight because he could get the championship match at WrestleMania. Boy, could you imagine a WrestleMania main event with Baron Corbin challenging for the WWE title? My goodness, man. My goodness. So that was the opening segment of tonight's Raw. We then had Xavier Woods versus AJ Styles as the first match. This match really went 2.5 minutes. Like, bro, you beat AJ Styles in 2.5 minutes, clean, with Xavier Woods beating him with a roll-up after Kofi Kingston threw a microphone at Omos. Omos got pissed off. Kofi was running on the ring, so he got in the head of Omos, and they made Styles distracted, and Xavier Woods picked up the win. But this is all leading to AJ Styles and Omos more than likely winning the tag team championships night one of WrestleMania. So that's all that happened with those two teams tonight. We then had Braun. We had Braun Strowman. Oh man, we had Braun Strowman, the monster among men, as they like to say, the Strowman Express. The Strowman Express. We had Braun Strowman come out. He cut a promo saying that in this cage, there's nowhere to run, there's nowhere to hide. And Shane McMahon, all these weeks of you calling me stupid, and calling me names, and I don't think he said bullying. I might have heard the word bullying, but I don't know. But then Shane McMahon came out and said, and he brought out Elias and Jackson Riker for a handicap match. And Braun Strowman defeated Elias and Jackson Riker in a handicap match. Thankfully, there was no choo-choo train noises. There was no train noises when Braun Strowman was doing this around the ring. All aboard. But thankfully there was none of that tonight. Thank God. But probably I don't know how he's going to do it in a steel cage, but somehow, some way, WWE, knowing them and their cringe things that they're doing now on TV, we'll more than likely hear those train noises at WrestleMania on Saturday. So Braun Strowman beats Elias and Jackson Riker in 5 minutes. Elias, a bona fide jobber now. He's never coming back. The dude hasn't won a match since his in-ring return. How sad is that? So then after that, Strowman points to the WrestleMania sign and he says, "I'll see you on Saturday." Who cares? About? Honestly, I hope Shane McMahon beats Braun Strowman on Saturday night. And I'll have more to talk about that either tomorrow or Wednesday for the WrestleMania preview and predictions. So that's that. That's all the Shane McMahon, Braun Strowman talk we have on the show tonight. We then had The Miz and Morrison. They were backstage and they were painting Bad Bunny's $3 million car with paint that said "Hey Hey Hop Hop." It had a bunny on it. It said The Miz was here. It had scribbles, and so the way they came up with Miz and Morrison getting heat on Bad Bunny was painting on the dude's car. Great. Then The Miz and Morrison attack Bad Bunny backstage. Damian Priest chases them off. Adam Pearce is there for help. So this led into a segment later in the night where Bad Bunny and Damian Priest they addressed this entire situation. Honestly, I thought that was probably the best thing on the show. The promo from Bad Bunny, and I'll get more into that when we get to that segment. We then had a tag team match between Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax against Rhea Ripley and Asuka. 6 days before WrestleMania, you have Rhea Ripley and Asuka teaming up. Why? I talked about this last week, but I feel like I got to bring it up again. Why? It's just lazy. It's lazy writing. It really goes to show you how WWE's creative really is, man. It really goes to show you. But Rhea Ripley pushes Asuka off the top rope after Asuka seems like she's going to win the match. So she pushes Asuka off the top rope. She face plants Asuka to the floor, and then she throws Asuka in the ring, and Shayna Baszler pins Asuka. So Rhea Ripley, I don't think that was a heel turn, but that was just a message sent to Asuka. She's like, "You don't think I'm ready for you," and stuff like that. So, if that's a sign of things to come at WrestleMania, it might happen, it might not. But with Pro Wrestling 101, if you are challenging for a championship at WrestleMania and you are standing tall on the go home show, more than likely you are losing at WrestleMania. So, I much as I love Asuka, that Raw Women's Championship hasn't been defended around her waist since September. That's honestly a disgrace for a women's championship. 6 months it hasn't been defended. That is miserable. That is just absolutely miserable. But I'm not saying Rhea Ripley is going to make the Raw Women's Championship better, but I think it's time to get that title on a new holder. That title needs to get off of Asuka. As great as she is, WWE has buried this title reign for Asuka for not having her defend the title in 6 months. 6 months. That's something Brock Lesnar would do. And Asuka is on television every week. She's on every week, and she hasn't defended the title since September. So, honestly, I'll probably say this again tomorrow, but Rhea Ripley needs to win that championship at WrestleMania, I think. And then it was announced for the tag team title scene that night one, we would get a tag team turmoil with Naomi and Lana, Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke, the Riot Squad, Natalya and Tamina. I don't know a person in the community who could honestly care about that match. I mean, seriously. And then the winners face Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler on night 2. But I mean, who can possibly care about that tag team turmoil on Saturday night? That's all I'm saying. I'm a bit tired here tonight, so forgive me for that yawn. Forgive me. We had Bobby Lashley versus Cedric Alexander. Bobby Lashley defeats Alexander in 10 minutes with a vicious hurt lock. Then Shelton Benjamin goes into attack, and Shelton Benjamin gets put in a hurt lock, and Lashley lay out Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. So that's it. It seems like that's it for Cedric and Shelton Benjamin, which is a damn shame because they were in the top faction in the entire company. And now, more than likely, after WrestleMania, Vince McMahon is going to have nothing for these guys to do, and he's going to send them to catering. Especially Shelton Benjamin. I don't know if WWE probably don't even want to push Shelton Benjamin. They just felt like we need members of the Hurt Business. These two guys would make sense. And then 6 months later, boom, let's break them up for absolutely no reason. Let's break them up for no reason. Such a shame, man. Such a shame. Cedric and Shelton Benjamin deserve much better than that. But we had that Bad Bunny segment that I was talking about, which was probably the best thing on the entire show, if you ask me. this was actually a pretty good segment. I am not going to lie. So Damian Priest talks about the Miz and Morrison wanted to do these two-on-one attacks behind his back, and you're scared of Bad Bunny to the fact that you couldn't hold the WWE title for more than a week. And to even up the odds, how about if it's myself and Bad Bunny against the Miz and Morrison at WrestleMania? And then Bad Bunny cuts a promo. Not a bad promo, actually. Not a bad promo that Bad Bunny cut. He talks about how much he loves and respects the wrestling business. So for everybody going out there and saying Bad Bunny doesn't love and respect the business, there you go. And he's just in there for popularity. There you go. So Bad Bunny talks about how much he loves the business, and he watches Raw, SmackDown, and the pay-per-views back in the day with his dad and his brother, and how much he loved wrestling and respects the industry, like Triple H, Stone Cold, The Undertaker, Ric Flair. But he says now he doesn't really enjoy it, and because of this whole thing with The Miz, and he actually respects The Miz for all of his accolades and his accomplishments that he said. And the problem is The Miz doesn't respect him. And that's where the problem is, that he doesn't respect his goals and his accomplishments and his career. So at WrestleMania, he is going to make The Miz his bitch. So that fire word that WWE likes to throw out there to get heat on the feud, bitch. Bitch is WWE's favorite word to make feuds personal. So The Miz and Morrison appear on the Titantron. They talk how they're going to embarrass Bad Bunny at WrestleMania. And they accept the tag team match at WrestleMania. And with that, I can say that a tag team match between Bad Bunny and Damian Priest versus The Miz and Morrison is much, much better than a singles match between Bad Bunny and The Miz. That would have not went well. I don't think that would have been good at all. A tag team match is better. You get Damian Priest a match at WrestleMania, which he honestly deserves. You got Morrison in there as well, who is I was going to say more than likely take the pin, but with this whole storyline, it's basically been between Bad Bunny and The Miz. So I can easily see Bad Bunny pinning The Miz at WrestleMania to get the win in this tag team match. But I'm happy it's a tag team match and it's not a singles match between Miz and Bad Bunny, because I don't think that would have went well at all. And I'm much happier with a tag team match. Then we had Mustafa Ali. Oh, God. I got to talk about this. We had Mustafa Ali. He's got the most generic theme song in the WWE. He's got this new theme song, and it's generic as hell. And then you have Matt Riddle. And you know how WWE, they added train noises to when Braun Strowman runs around the ring. Now, when Matt Riddle, I believe Baylor just won the national championship game from what I'm hearing, by the way. So Baylor has won the entire tournament and ended Gonzaga's undefeated season. There you go. Breaking news here on the Monday Night Raw review. It's not even about the show. Baylor Bears are the NCAA basketball champions. But as I was saying, Matt Riddle, he now, when he kicks off his flip-flops and does his entrances, there are now amateur birds. Yes, I'm not joking. There are legit birds that fly out of Riddle's flip-flops and come out onto our screen. Yes, flapping birds, folks. Flapping birds. like I just did, a flapping bird coming out of Matt Riddle's flip-flops. Oh my god, I don't know how WWE got this corny, but that shit was corny, dude. Jesus. That was corny. That was really corny. Flapping birds out of Matt Riddle's flip-flops. Riddle beats Ali. Ali was, of course, he's a sacrificial lamb in this. Last week he took the L to Drew McIntyre. This week he takes the L to Matt Riddle. This is just a bridge to get to the Riddle and Sheamus match at WrestleMania, and that's it. That's honestly it. And then we had the main event. We had King Corbin against Drew McIntyre. Honestly, this match was only 15 minutes, but it felt like 30. This was a really boring match. To the fact where I'm like, Corbin, it was 10:52, and Corbin had a chin lock on Drew McIntyre. You think I want to see chin locks at 10:52 on a 3-hour episode of Monday Night Raw? My God. But Drew McIntyre finally got the win over Corbin with a Claymore kick. And then after the show, he and Bobby Lashley stared to each other, and Tom Phillips was going crazy. Like, 5 nights from tonight, Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Lashley, main event for the WWE Championship. It all goes down at WrestleMania. All that stuff. So, that was Raw. That was Raw tonight. That was Raw tonight, guys. So, that was the go-home show for WrestleMania on Saturday and Sunday, and I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys for joining me on the review tonight. Be sure to subscribe to the Big Fight Field channel, man. We got 19 subs away. Just 19 subscribers until 400. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but if we can get to 400 subscribers before WrestleMania, man, I would I would be really happy about that, actually. It would make me really happy. But if not, I'm not going to be mad because we're almost there. So if we could get to 400 before WrestleMania, let's do that. That would be very cool, I think. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. And you're going to get so much more content this week. You're going to get WrestleMania preview predictions possibly tomorrow. And now that I'm thinking about it, it's more than likely going to be tomorrow that you guys get your predictions for WrestleMania. Wednesday, I'm going to take the day off. I got collaborations to do on Wednesday. Thursday night, we are going to do night 1 and night 2 reviews for NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. The reason I'm reviewing both nights in one review is because Wednesday night after TakeOver, I'm going to be filming WrestleMania 37 preview and predictions over on Gamers Goons YouTube channel with myself and DJ Storms, breaking down all the matches happening at WrestleMania. So you guys are not going to want to miss that. So you get the 2-night TakeOver review on Thursday. Then after that, it's all WrestleMania. Friday through Sunday, it is all WrestleMania on the channel. Friday, I'm going to give you guys my plans for WrestleMania, and then the vlogs will be out. I can't promise you what night it's going to be specifically that the vlogs are going to be out. It depends. I can't promise you that my night 1 vlog is going to be out Saturday night when I get back from the hotel. It could be very late, so I'll keep you guys updated with that, of course. And I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Have a good night. Stay safe, and as always, stay classy.